Here are some more dominant ninth chords, some skipping a string. I just want to kind of go over my favorite choices when using dominant nines, or other choices I should say. But these are some of my favorites. The full dominant ninth chord, even with putting the G in the bass, that's a great sound, utilizing all 6 strings. Another thing I like to do with this is to add the 13th. We'll talk about this later in the 13th segment, but it leaves options. Another one I like is G, B flat, D, and the open E. You can even put the C in that. Nice for Latin grooves, you know. Another one I like is the C in the bass. Skip a string, B flat, D, the ninth, and the E. Once again, it leaves the option where you can bar the top A. Also, you can move your first finger up. Even one more. So I like that chord. I really like that chord. Another type of that is to displace the E an octave lower. It's a nice chord. It's the same as that, only a little richer in flavor because of the lower strings. The extension of it, displace it, is that. Another one I like, there's no 7th in that. I just like the fullness of that sound. And if you have the keyboard, you notice on the jam track is playing the 7th. So if you have another instrument playing the 7th, that works out real nice. Another one I like is that one, B flat, D, E, C. One of my favorites. It also gives you the option of moving that inside line. So again, because it's a 5-note chord, we can have all these different looks at it. Another one I like is, instead of the G on the dominant ninth, we're adding the A, the 13th, so it makes it a ninth with a 6th in it, really. You can fill that out too by barring and using the C bass. Then you have the option of moving that line again in the middle of the chord. Another nice one is D on the high string, B flat, G, and E. Very nice chord. Goes well with this one. Another nice one is the D on the bottom, E, G, and C. If you want to get a stretch, D, E, G, B flat. But that's a tough one. So that's nice. This one too, adding the 13th, using without the bass. You have the B flat, the D, the E, and the A. And of course, good old home bass. So those are some other options. Check them out with the jam tracks. Utilize them in all different ways. And don't forget, you know the notes of the C dominant 7th chord now. C, E, G, B flat, and D. You can add an A at any time. So come up with new inversions. Maybe a good study would be to come up with 10 other inversions that I did not cover, because there are hundreds of more options.